The button has been pushed. The goons have assembled, and you are live with the number one podcast in the world for five whole people. It's My Brother's an Idiot. Welcome in, everybody. I am the king, and I have assembled the squad. Mark, what's going on?
Yo. I am a little bit sore. Did a bunch of yard work today, so I am kind of tired.
Oh, are you helping out at Central Command?
Yes. I mowed their lawn front and back, and then mowed down some trees for them, and then did their pre-winter fertilization for them. So
Nice. Good job.
that newfangled equipment is a lot of fun, and I don't know what that hedge trimmer. I guess it's called a hedge trimmer. Is that what that thing is?
Yeah.
The thing that looks like a sawfish.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that particular device, that is okie dokie. That's my favorite gardening tool of all time. I could use that thing. That is some satisfying work that thing does. I don't know if you've had
they've
the
got
pleasure
all
of
batteries. They've got all battery stuff, so that stuff's not light.
No, it's not. It's not. It's pretty heavy, but you know, the actual function of it, and then it's not super loud like all the gas powered stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it was, you know, it goes with my OCD while knocking down all those branches, all just like in one clean.
Did you shout stuff in Klingon while you were doing it? That would have been awesome.
There might have been a couple of Klingon shouts. I don't really remember, but
did you try to fight a trash can?
No, there were no trash cans available. They were on the other side of the fence.
Ooh,
I was keeping my dog from fighting it because she does not like gardening equipment.
Oh, yeah. Probably not used to a lot of it.
No, I mean, she did okay with the trimmer. The lawnmower, she tried to attack a couple times, and we had to put her back inside. When we bought the Edger a few weeks ago out there, I tried to use that, and I thought she destroyed her mouth attacking it. And so now I'm like, she went full bore at the side of it, mouth first. And I'm just like, oh my God. I thought she mangled her whole mouth up. And luckily it didn't do any damage, but holy shit, I was scared.
Yeah, right. I'm sure it didn't feel great.
No, I'm sure it didn't.
All right, well, good for you. Dipshit, what are you sipping on down there?
I got a Jacko.
Nice.
I lied. This weekend I said that I was actively drinking my last Jacko. I had 2 more Jackos. This is my last Jacko.
What else has been on deck? I see your title is After Dark.
I had a Lawson's Irish. I had Weldworks Wilson. And I had Ratio's King of Carrot Flower.
That's a good
one.
That's a really good saison.
I really like King of Carrot Flower. Though I would have gotten a second Wilson, but I wanted to make everyone else at my table drink King of Carrot Flowers because I was like, I don't know who's going to like this. All of you need to try
it. Driving the culinary conversation as you should.
Yes. And then 3 people tried to drive me home because they were like, are you sure you can walk? Luckily, I only need to walk a block, so yes, I'll be fine. Please leave me
Not
alone.
super far.
I think it's
close.
okay.
Don't worry about me. I'm in Lowry.
It's
Not
all
in
good.
Chicago. I'll be fine.
All right. Well, let's get right into it. The Broncos played a rather boring game Sunday morning across the pond. I will say this. I had a lot of not nice things to say about one Matt Peart after that game. He was objectively bad just from a production and performance standpoint. Then I found out 2 days ago on the third play of the game, he tore his MCL.
That he was broken?
The entire game. Yeah, that he was poor. So, yes, I now understand 3 holding calls and not playing very well and not being able to hold up in the run game. And he was the only person that could actually have played that position pretty well. So I think we'll be okay. Yes, you are still here, dipshit.
You're still there?
Yes, we see you. But the offense-
no.
I got the oops reconnecting, and normally when that happens, it means I'm gone. So I wanted to double check.
No, yep, you're still here.
Okay.
The offense was bad, just couldn't seem to get anything together. The defense was stellar as always. If not for a safety in the end zone, I think this game probably isn't as close as it is. But Mark, do you have any thoughts?
Until they start playing these games in Europe with better turf built for guys of that size, I'm going to be disinterested in anything in international play. There is an injury in every single one of these games that probably is avoidable if the turf is made for not 120-pound players being Giselles going around the field. These turfs are made for soccer players. These guys are much different body sizes. So until the NFL figures out how to deal with that aspect of the London games, I'm going to care very little about the international series because they are just killing people. Like it's just one in one side and out the other. So they're talking about player safety. Then they keep sending them over the pond and they fall like broken race horses or deer or something that falls a lot. They just die a lot. And there's always ACLs and MCLs and PCLs and WTLCLs or whatever. I don't care. There's all the LCLs are breaking all over the place. And it's because the grass is not made correctly for these guys. And I can't believe that they haven't figured that out yet.
Well, they do play 16 games a year at the Meadowlands. So until
what
they get
happens
that
there?
one fixed. Yeah, I know. That's my point. Right. And we're going to get to 16 or 17 or 18 games a year in Europe. It's coming. And they actively have stated that. And the Broncos, I don't know if you know this or not. So most times after you play a game in Europe, you have a bye week. The Broncos are the first team in the Mountain Time Zone or the Pacific Time Zone not to have a bye week, and they requested that.
I heard that.
They went with some science and some sleep studies and preferred their bye to be later in the season. We'll see how all that plays out, and we'll talk a little bit more about that later. MJ, do you have anything that you'd like to discuss with this awful football game?
I was dog sitting on this weekend for a alternate dog, and alternate dog and I played so hard on Saturday that Sunday morning I came and I turned the game on my phone because they also don't have television on their TV, and I fell asleep. So I didn't watch any of it. I woke up and it was like 11 to 13 and I was like, whatever, close enough, that'll work. And then I went to sleep. So
yeah, so you're just going to leave it to me to break the whole thing down. Awesome.
yeah, good luck.
Well-
Have fun.
Yeah, good luck. Here's some things that we do know. The Denver defense is on pace to break the single season record, and not just break it, but shatter it. I think the single season record's like 75 sacks in a year, set by the Bears, and they're on pace for 80. That pass rush is legit, and that was a pass rush that was missing a couple of pieces. When you're talking about a defense, then their weakest room is the linebacker room, and the linebackers are still really good. And we may be getting Greenlaw back this week. 72 by the 84 Bears. There you go. Thanks, Mark. They're on pace to shatter that. This is and Denver is no stranger to awesome defenses. We had one in 2015. That defense in 97, 98, 99 was really good. We obviously talk a bit, especially when Milty's around, about the Orange Crush. This is historically a good defense, and it's going to have to be what carries them until they get some of this offensive stuff figured out. We did see a little bit more out of Evan Ingram, which I liked. He definitely played a little less Borkin. I liked what I saw there. Yeah, it was very good. Franklin is still inconsistent. He had a fumble early in the first quarter that led to points and put Denver behind the eight ball a little bit. But yeah, this offense, Bo plays better at home than he does on the road. And this was, I mean, effectively a road game for both teams, but it's still a road game. They still had to travel. So I don't know what we wanted to expect. We thought maybe it was going to be a boat race, and it was not that. And now I'm done talking about it because it's stupid. Let's just get into pew pew.
The next time the Jets and Broncos play, due to the recent history of Jets and Broncos games, they're going to play it at like 4:00 in the morning on the Weather Channel. I thank you.
Well done. All right, let's get into pew pew. Pick 'em, Mark. It's your bit. Take it away.
All right. Do you want to talk about the yearly summation so far?
Sure.
Okay, so we score this by the half point. If you get the game correct and guess the spread correctly, you get a whole point. If you get the winner of the week but miss on the spread, so say the Chiefs win by 8, the spread is 9.5. So you would get a half point in that regard. So that leads us to scoring. The only two people I have currently on the scoreboard are MJ and Matt. I need to go back and add some more picks from somebody else and get that updated. But I have 51 for Matt, 47.5 for MJ. So you guys are kind of pretty much in lockstep after this one. Much closer. This is good. This is entertaining. So
especially after that, what was that week 5 fucking meltdown that I had? Or week 4?
That you had a rough one. Oof. Yeah, dude. You after 2 weeks, you did a really good job. Week 3, you were like, I think you guys were even, and then week 4, you had like 5 points, and Matt had like 9.
Yeah.
So it was not pretty. So let's carry on. We are talking about the spreads for the NFL. Week 7 was what the week we are talking about currently in the NFL. Let's see how you guys are doing so far. The game is 17-10 Pittsburgh as we speak. If you're listening
backwards, Cincinnati
17-10. Yeah, Cincinnati. That's what I meant. I saw Pittsburgh and then said Cincinnati. The Bengals are winning, which neither one of you guys have. So hopefully that changes for both of you. But either way, MJ has the Steelers winning this one, but she's throwing up because she hates the Steelers and the Bengals suck. Matt says Pittsburgh cover under on that. Do you have anything to add to this one for this?
No, I thought that Cincinnati is and still is. I still do. I don't care who's playing quarterback. It's a dumpster fire. Trey Hendrickson's not even playing in this game. They couldn't stop the Little Sisters of the Poor, but apparently they're doing a decent job of stopping the Pittsburgh offense with some takeaways. Pittsburgh's in the bottom quarter of the league in offensive yards and points, so that's why I said take the under here. It's just, this is not an entertaining or interesting game whatsoever. Move on.
The presidential debate is happening on a Thursday night, and it's Aaron Rodgers versus Jer Flicker. I don't know if you guys saw that poster that they put out, but both of the guys with like the gray side of the head profile, and it's like, okay, this could be a senatorial race. You know, it was pretty funny to look at. But in that game, the spread is 5.5 points. It went off in favor of the Steelers, who were on the road in that one. But we're not going to talk about that one anymore. Let's carry on to Sunday's game. Sunday's games start with the Rams and the Jaguars. This one, I believe, is in London as well. This game is basically a home game for the Jaguars, or they would like it to be. It's not, though. The Jaguars are catching three. Is that the correct term? If they are technically the home dog, is that catching 3?
They're catching 3. That is correct.
Catching 3. Okay, so the Jags are catching 3 with the Rams. The Rams are, neither team are home, but the Jags are home because that's where they'd like to play. Rams and Jags. MJ, I'm stuttering enough. Can you want to talk? You want to carry? Do you want to do this?
Yeah, I think the Jaguars catch these fucking hands, and Matt Stafford wins, and Matt Stafford covers. What did you say the over-under was?
Oh, I didn't put totals in here.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever the total is, the Rams go over it.
I just caught that I didn't put the totals in here. Luckily, the website is saved. Give me 1 second, and I'll give you that information. The over-under in this one was 50.5.
Oh, never mind. I will change my
Oh,
mind and go for
I'm
the
sorry. I'm
under.
sorry. That's for the game tonight. It's
Oh,
44
for
and a half.
fuck's sake.
44 and a half.
50 and a half?
Wait,
For
With
for
the-
tonight?
Pittsburgh and Cincinnati? 50 and a half?
That might be a live spread on the BetMGM website, but it's still the spread currently.
I mean, it's at 27 and we're in the second half.
I'm looking right at the website. It's 50 and a
Wow,
half.
okay.
I'm looking right at the website. I don't know what to
Vegas
tell
is
you, but there it is.
I was feeling crazy playing my stupid Yahoo card bet game for taking the Steelers to win by 17. The fuck? I want the over, please. Still, please, and thank you, please.
Okay, Matt?
West Coast team traveling about as far east as anybody's going to this year. And you said it, Mark. Jacksonville's second home is in London. They've got this down pat. And like you said, this is also a home dog for them. Liam Cohen this week, the head coach for the Jaguars, I don't know if you caught this, said he's actively working on scheming more stuff up to get Travis Hunter more involved. I love every bit of that for this team. They're pretty well constructed offensively and can play a little bit of defense. Puka Nacua is a question mark here. Did not practice today with his ankle. I'm not confident that he's going to be able to play in this game. Give me Jacksonville, but I'll take the under here because that field is garbage. And bonus prop bet, take the over on Travis Hunter reception yards, whatever it is.
Oh, I forgot. We have to shit talk your one of your sisters.
Receptions or yards?
Yards.
Okay, got it. Just wanted to write that down. Who do we have to shit talk? Take a second and shit talk so I can catch up on this real quick.
Okay, we have to shit talk one of your sisters because said sister, nobody cares about her fantasy team, but she had Puka Nacua on the team, and she informed us all that she had Pakua on her team. So I responded by saying Pakua, and then she called me and she was like, "Why did you repeat Pakua?"
Oh my god,
Like,
she is so
because
white.
you meant. I was like, because you meant Puka Nacua, and she was like, no, Pakua, and I was like, no. That's not his name. That's not who he is. And she looked and she was like, oh, yeah, it is Nakua. And I was like, Nakua. And she was like, yeah, Nakua. And I was like, Nakua.
Nakua.
Can I add something to this? This is the same sister that texted me on Tuesday last week and said, oh, you might actually give us a run for our money this week because they were undefeated going into this game, and I boat raced her. That's just what happens. It's what you get.
That's what
Listen,
happens.
man, I lost by 8 to your wife this week, and that's because I had 3 dudes who went inactive minutes before the game.
Yeah.
I had like 8 guys on bye, and I forgot I still had Malik Neighbors on my team. So
Oh, geez.
That's
just a bad job by you.
I know, it really was just a bad job by me. All right.
Yeah, so anyway, Jacksonville and the under there.
Yeah, and then to hammer that over on the reception yards for Travis Hunter as well. So,
correct.
Carrying on, we're not gonna. This is an AFC West showdown. We are not going to talk about this one very long. This is the Chiefs and Raiders. What a shitty game this is. Currently, Vegas has this one at 12 points in favor of the Chiefs at home. 44.5 is the over/under on this one. I believe Matt. Is it your turn to start?
It is.
Okay.
Raiders are a dumpster fire. Geno is a turnover machine. Bowers did not practice again yesterday. Now they have now confirmed that he's got a PCL and a bone bruise that happened in week 1. I fucking called it. The guy was hurt, and they just confirmed he hurt himself in week 1. There's not been right all year. Chiefs are rolling, and this is another get right game for them. Give me the Chiefs to cover, and I'll take the over.
Michaela.
My brain says that the Chiefs will win, but my body wants to say that the Chiefs are going to go 2-15. My body tells me no. But I agree that Geno sucks. So we're going to say the Chiefs, but I'm going to say the under that they don't cover. Yes.
Chiefs, no under. Okay.
I'm to get more Jackos. I love them.
You want to know something you guys aren't going to love?
Does the next game suck?
The next game is the Saints and Bears in Chicago. The Bears are the home team, favored by 5.5. The over-under in this one is 46.5. Michaela, what do you think about the Saints and Bears?
That it sucks. That it sucks. The sexy sack Saints are worse than Bears. So give me Bears. What were the numbers you told me?
-5.5 in favor of the Bears, 46.5 for the over-under.
Okay, the Bears cover, and it's the under. Yes.
Under. Matt?
Saints are no good on the road. Bears are coming off their big upset in Washington last week. That was a hell of a fun football game to watch. The D is improving weekly. They can turn the ball over a little bit, and Ben Johnson's really settling in as a play caller and figuring out his weapons. Give me the Bears to cover, and I will take the under.
All right, let's talk about another shitty game. This is the lowest spread of the week. I think there's 2 more games I haven't filled in on this, 3 more really. But this is the lowest I think of the week, and it's telling. This is the Dolphins. This is the Browns. This is in Cleveland. The Cleveland Browns are favored, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, these Cleveland Browns are favored by 2.5 points. Somebody got fired this week in the NFL, and it wasn't Mike McDaniel. He still has a job. 37.5 is the over and under in this game. 37.5. That means just skip this one if you're trying to watch it on TV, unless you're a fan of one of these teams, in which case, I'm sorry. Matt, what do you think about this one?
Rookie quarterbacks play better at home, and Dylan Gabriel has been okay so far. They can run the ball a little bit. Quinshon Judkins has really proven to be a bright spot offensively for that team. Got a couple of good tight ends. Miami's now, and you alluded to it, Mark, Miami's the hottest head coaching seat in the league now that Brian Callahan got the okey doke. Cleveland's defense is legit, and they're no joke. Give me Cleveland to cover, and I'll take the under.
Did you mean for that to rhyme?
No.
Okay.
MJ.
Okay.
Let's just move on, I guess. Just
I wish
carry the fuck on.
I wish I had a soundboard so I could play the sound or the sandbag sound still.
Sandbagging the shit out of that. Yes, we are.
All right.
That is what's happening.
The Browns get a touchdown and the Dolphins don't.
So it's 7-0. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
That sounds like a cover and an under to me.
I want to put 7-0 Browns. So if she nails it, I'm going to give her a bonus point. Just like I'm going to give you a bonus point if the Travis Hunter thing comes in.
Okay.
See how that works?
Awesome.
There's a little bit of extra credit I'm putting in here now. I have to remember about that. That's something I just made up. You guys want to talk about another probably terrible game? Let's talk about the Titans and Patriots. The Patriots are going down to where their head coach used to coach in Tennessee. The Titans are 7-point home dogs in this one. 42.5 points is the over-under in this one. Patriots and Titans. MJ, what do you think?
That whoever the fuck is going to be calling the shots for Tennessee hasn't had enough time. Give me the Patriots and to cover and 2 under. Yes.
Matt.
We'll see if the Pats defense can travel in this game. They've been pretty good at home, but spotty. The problem with New England is that is that yappy dog?
I keep fucking with its head, and I didn't think it was actually going to squeak.
Problem with the Patriots
I was filling out the spreadsheet.
They cannot rush the ball effectively. They're 29th in the league in yards per rush, 25th in yards, despite being 17th in attempts. So they're trying, but they just can't get any efficiency out of the running game. Mike McCoy, Michaela, is who's taking over the head coaching duties in Tennessee. The play caller does not change. They still have the same play caller. Could see the interim bump here. I really like the Titans to cover because I think that's a big number, and I think they'll run the ball effectively with Tony Pollard. Give me the under.
Do you want them to win or to cover?
I want them to cover.
Okay.
7 points is a lot for a home dog.
That's fair. But you didn't say the Patriots win. You said the Titans cover.
Cover.
Okay.
It's a nuanced take.
No, I get it. I get it. I get it. I'm just pointing out the nuance. I'm just poking at the nuance so that everybody knows that there is a difference there. Let's talk about another game. Let's talk about the Eagles and Vikings. This one happens in Minnesota. Eagles going in there. They are favored by 2 points going into Minneapolis. The over-under in this is 44.5. What do you think, Matt?
Another home dog here. Problem is that I think that JJ McCarthy is not going to come back this week. All signs to playing the week after the bye, after Thursday night football next week. So we're still going to get Carson Wentz, who's been anemic. Minnesota is also 4th in defensive points allowed, but I can't see Philadelphia losing 3 games in a row. Give me Philadelphia to cover, and I'll take the under.
MJ.
I think that the Eagles will win. I think they will cover. I think they will over. Yes.
All right. Well, I'm not going to say very many words about this one, so you better be ready to go here, Michaela. Panthers, Jets in New York. Home team is a 2-point dog. 42 is the over-under. MJ.
Under. Panthers. More than 2. Yes.
Matt.
Jets are good defensively, but they're awful offensively. And if you saw me on the Mile High Sports podcast last Saturday, I said it. Ohio State quarterbacks are objectively trash. Gene Mingo could not save this offense. Carolina's better at home than on the road, but they're playing better than expected. Give me the Panthers to cover. Give me the under and take the over on Xavier Legette receptions.
It's got to happen eventually.
3.5
Nice if you
stars,
had a
by the way.
Pretty good game. Yeah, I'll give that one a solid. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. All right. Colts and Chargers is the next game on the docket. This one is in Los Angeles. That's where the Chargers plays these days. They don't play anything anymore. So there you go. The Chargers and the Colts. This one could be a really fun game, guys. 48.5 is the over-under for this one. Matt, what do you think about the Chargers and Colts in Los Angeles?
The Chargers have probably the second worst injury luck in the league right now, next to San Francisco. Hampton's still 2 weeks out from returning. Mack could be back this week, but I don't suspect that he will from the dislocated elbow. He was limited this week in practice. They're probably going to make a change at center this week. Bozeman didn't practice, so they're bringing in a new center. So now we're on like our 4th offensive line. They don't have any running backs of any note at all. And one of their starting guards didn't practice either, Pipkins. New center, maybe no Joe Alt, no Mac, and they just barely beat Miami. This is not looking good for LA. I can't see how they win this game. Take the points and the Colts and give me the over.
MJ. Is she talking?
No.
Fuck, god damn it. I was a good joke too. Shit.
Say it again.
Say it again.
MJ.
Ditto.
That's okay, I guess.
Then
Danny Dimes is Danny Diamond, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's playing well.
yeah, he's doing all right.
And they might have the best running back in the league.
he's certainly pretty good.
MJ, let's talk about one of your other predictions that has yet to come true, and that's that the Dallas Cowboys still have a big, dumb window. It has not exploded. She's projected it a couple of times this year, at least 3 that I know of. She's projected it. because it's written down in my notes several times. But the Cowboys are welcoming in the Washington Commanders this weekend, and they are 2.5-point dogs at home. The over-under is the highest this week at 55 points. MJ, what do you think about the Cowboys and Commanders?
I think that bitch is coming down tonight. Well, Sunday night. But I think Washington, but not cover, because I think it's gonna be a over, because both teams are gonna scare lots of points, but I think Washington is gonna score more points. At least 3 more points.
So then they cover.
Yes. I'm just saying that they score who scores more points, because I know Matt explained it last week what a cover and not a cover is, and I'm just
It's
did not penetrate. So
That's okay. That's fine. We're not judging you.
I was gonna say Matt is judging me.
I'm not judging. I'm not judging.
We're not judging.
We're not judging at all.
Yeah. We're not judging. Anyways, Matt, what do you think about this one?
Dak Prescott is quietly playing at an MVP level. That is the best offense in the league by yards, and they're in the top 2 by points. Washington is going to be reeling a little bit after the way they lost the game at home to the Bears. I don't think either defense is playing really well, and I certainly don't think that the Cowboys have anything on defense. I don't like this home dog here. Give me Washington in the over and bonus prop bet, because the Cowboys defense is so bad. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, Bill, take the over on combined yards on this guy. I think he's going to go off.
There you go. There you go. You have it there. There it is. That's the one right there. It must be October, because the Cardinals are the biggest home dog, second biggest home dog of the week, but still a really big number. The Cardinals are 6.5-point dogs at home. Must mean it's October, because that's what happens with Kyler Murray, the wee one. Anyways, the Packers are going down to Arizona, where the Cardinals are not apparently going to be playing well. The over-under in this game is 45 points. Matt, what do you think about this?
Well, and Kyler might not even play again. He's still
Right.
fighting a foot. He was limited in Wednesday's practice. DeMarcado and Zay Jones did not even participate in Wednesday's practice. And spoiler alert, it was a walkthrough. So that leads me to believe that things are not going well on the injury front for Arizona. I have zero trust in Jacoby Brissett as a starting quarterback. He did not look good last week. Josh Jacobs for the Packers was subpar last week, but it came out he was fighting an illness. Look for him to rebound and be back to form. This should be easy button for Green Bay. Give me the Packers to cover, and I'll take the over.
MJ.
Kyler Murray is one of the 200,000 people playing Battlefield 6. Give me the Packers. Give me the cover. Give me the under. Yes.
Love it. Love it. Let's talk about another probably kind of shitty game. And this one is the Falcons and 49ers. This one is in Santa Clara, California. That's where the San Francisco 49ers play. They don't actually play in San Francisco because there's not a lot of room in San Francisco if you've ever been there. Anyways, 3 points in favor of the 49ers at home, which, okay. 47 is the over-under in this one. MJ, what do you think about this game?
While I was at the beer garden having happy hour, a San Francisco person was there, and he was bitching that no one in San Francisco likes the 49ers. And you know what? Neither do I. Give me the birds.
That's a far better joke than ditto.
That was much better.
Thank you. I want the over too.
Heard. Got it. Matt.
I alluded to it earlier. San Francisco's got the worst injury league. I hate that it doesn't look like that Purdy's going to play, and I hate that Mac Jones is fighting an oblique. That's a terrible injury for a quarterback. It's a terrible injury to begin with, but for a quarterback, when you have to wind up and throw footballs, it's just awful. Losing Fred Warner the way they did is going to absolutely gut this defense. That he may be on the short list. He is on the short list of best linebackers in the league and has been for years. And Michael Penix Jr. looked really good last week. Bijan is an absolute monster. They're really figuring out what to do with Pitts. Give me Atlanta to cover here, and I'll take the under.
All right. Let's talk about a couple of Monday night games. The first one is the Buccaneers and Lions. This is fixing to be a good one. Lions at home for this one, welcoming in Baker and the boys. The spread on the home team is 4.5 points in favor of the Lions. 52.5 points is the spread in this one. Big NFC showdown. What do you think about this one, Matt?
Detroit's looking to get back on track after losing in Kansas City the way they did. But they're home, which is good for them. In Tampa, it doesn't look like you're going to have Ibuka. You're not going to have Godwin. You're not going to have Bucky Irving. You may get Mike Evans back, but he's fighting another hamstring, which seems to be a recurring theme with this guy. Look for that to linger the entire season. Detroit is playing really well at home, and their offense is spectacular at home. Give me the Lions to cover. I will take the over.
MJ.
I also think that the Lions will probably physically eat the Buccaneers physically. I think that they will cover. I think that they will hit the over. And for my goofy player prop of the week, take the over on yards for what the fuck is his name? The guy who throws the ball.
Jared Goff.
Baker.
or
Mayfield. Baker. I wanted to say Mac Jones, and I knew that was wrong. Baker Mayfield. Over.
The other
on
trash
yards.
one.
Yeah, the other trash one.
No one to throw it to. That's a choice.
Yeah, there we go. All right. Baker yards over. I got you locked in there for that. Okay. If it happens, there you go. There it is. Let's talk about the other Monday night game, which, like Baker Mayfield, is probably kind of trash. This one is the Texans and Seahawks. This one's in Seattle. The Burbs welcoming in the Texans from Houston. Spread on the home team is 3.5 points in favor of the Sea Chickens. 41 points is the over-under in this one. MJ, what do you think about the Birds and the Cowboys? But not Cowboys. Guys from Texas.
The not cowboy Texas guys.
Yeah.
I
Probably
do
wearing cowboy
believe
hats also.
I do believe that the Seahawks may have to recover the hopes and dreams of the city of Seattle. Therefore, I do believe the Birds will win. And I think they cover, but I don't think they over.
Matt.
It's of no surprise to anyone that Houston's defense is really good. They've got an excellent pass rush, a defensive-minded head coach. Their problem is offensively. Again, an Ohio State quarterback who's playing inconsistently. Go figure who is surprised by that. Certainly not me. I do not trust him on the road. Look for Seattle to cover here. And if you're going to hammer and under, it's this game.
You don't hammer unders. But if you want to, go ahead and hammer that one. Okay. We'll let it
Hammer
happen.
the under.
We'll let it happen.
You don't hammer unders. I hammer unders.
Yeah, you're not supposed to. You're supposed to slide under. Slide.
You're supposed to very gently drop the hammer upon the under.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're not like putting force behind it. You're just
Drop.
Listen. Hammer
Slide.
the under.
Slide. Let's talk about the Giants and Broncos, shall we? This should be a fun game to watch if you like things
This is
that
gonna be a ton of fun.
if you like a really, really physical offense against a really, really, really physical defense, this one's for you, at least on one side of the ball. The Broncos are at home welcoming in the Giants. This game is a 7-point spread in favor of the home team, the Broncos. 40.5 points is the over-under in this one. Full disclosure, I like to close this bit with Matt, but you get to start this time, Matt, because that's the way the cookie crumbles. So go ahead, Matt. Go ahead.
Way to break your own rules. All right.
I know.
Let's talk about Cam Scadaboo for just a second. If you're in Empower Field at Mile High, this is going to be your only chance to watch this kid play, because I will guarantee you he will not be in the league 4 years from now.
No.
It's just not going to happen. He cannot
Four
play
is
the way
generous.
he plays at his size and continue to have a career. He is a lot of fun to watch, but he is the poster child for CTE, and I've said it before. He's trying to prove that it's contagious. Bo Nix plays a lot better at home than he does on the road. It's very apparent this year. New York's got a pretty good defense, and they'll rely very heavily on the run game. So your key matchup here is the rushing game against the linebackers for Denver. Greenlaw comes back. This is a no-brainer. I think they're going to struggle just a little bit, which leads me to taking the under in this game. Here's the other problem with New York. Jackson Dart has been in the medical tent 3 times this year, all for concussion protocols. And twice, Dable has gone in there and pulled him out of there. This is not sustainable. They're fun. They're energetic. They're, entertaining. But at some point, they're going to run into a team that is just going to beat the unholy hell out of them physically. There you go, MJ. There's your bet. Rookie quarterbacks always struggle on the road. Vance Joseph is going to have his way with this kid. This place is going to be loud. Denver's going to cover and take the under.
MJ, Delulu.
Extreme Delulu. Maximum Delulu. Give me all the Delulu. Give me the cover. Give me the Broncos. Give me the over. And give me a mid-game trade of Cam Scattaboo to the Broncos so I can have a Scattaboo Bronco jersey. Thank you.
I got it all written down. Broncos cover over mid-game stream of Scattaboo to the Broncos. There it is. I love it. There it is.
All right, pew pew.
Great job,
Pick'em.
everybody.
Thank you.
Pew pew pick 'em.
Well done. All right, let's move into dipshit of the week. MJ, do you have someone?
Yeah, any baseball team that's currently looking at Albert Pujols as a fucking manager,
Oh my
are
God.
you? What the fuck? Why have I seen 2 headlines of teams looking at Albert Pujols? What?
I didn't follow the St. Louis Cardinals just because St. Louis Cardinals fans are kind of intolerable, but the entire time he was there, he just kind of stood.
He just kind of
Literally,
stands.
he just kind of stands. I guess that's what you want to be when you're managing, is just kind of standing.
He has to be the best dude in the room, because otherwise I have no fucking idea why they keep being like, oh yeah, you know who we want to fucking manage the Orioles? Albert Pujols.
You know how when they're talking about new manager candidates for teams that haven't been managers, they usually list the age. Have you noticed that when they've been kicking around this Albert Pujols one, they haven't listed his age in anything? Have you noticed this?
Because nobody knows how old he is.
Nobody knows how fucking old that guy is. He was in Little League at 15 and was probably 19 at that point.
That's my dipshit. Any executive office looking at Albert Pujols.
Good choice. Good choice.
All right, Mark, who do you got?
I've got nothing.
Yahoo.
Awesome. Well done. You had a long week. It's okay. My dipshit of the week is Boston Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla. I don't know if you guys got a chance to see this, but the Celtics told
awesome.
all of their beat reporters, hey, bring your stuff and you can play a pickup game at the Auerbach Center. And the Auerbach Center is where the Celtics practice. So all these media guys show up, and some of them have some basketball in their history. There's a couple of college basketball players who are now reporters that cover the Celtics. Well, they walk in thinking they're going to play each other. Not that. Joe Mazzulla comes out and says, you're not playing each other. You're playing the coaches. Joe Mazzulla led a West Virginia team to the Final Four in 2010. He can play a little bit.
He's also a psychopath.
Well, it gets better as far as a psychopath goes.
Oh, I know.
There are 2 former NBA players on staff, Phil Presley and Deshaun Butler. One of them is a former defensive player of the year. There are 4 former college basketball stars, including one of the best names ever, God Shamgod Jr., who went to Fairmont State, Emile Jefferson, who went to Duke, Richmond's Tony Dobbins, and Bucknell's G.J. McClain. They played a 12-minute pickup game. From whistle to whistle, Mazzulla had them playing a full court press.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they just started jacking up threes because they could. If you read the Celtics blog, it's actually a pretty entertaining read about how this guy perceived the game. He's got a more positive slant than I have on it. MJ, would you like to guess what the final score of this game was?
I'm going to say a whole lot to not quite nearly enough.
57
Yeah.
to 4
Yeah,
in
to
12 minutes.
There's video.
12 minutes. They
Yeah.
scored 2 baskets.
Yeah.
And it was 54 to 4, and Sham God jacked up a half-court shot and hit it at the buzzer. My question is this, Missoula, what were you looking to accomplish? You have now just pissed off every Boston Celtic writer there is, save the one guy who writes Celtics blog, who's probably on the team's payroll. Here's where I think that Missoula really becomes the idiot of the entire thing. He said, we all got to be on the same playing field, and the only thing that would have made it better is if we all went out for a beer afterwards. Motherfucker, you should have taken them out for a beer afterwards after the shellacking you gave them. This was a horrible decision, no matter which way you take it. You fucking psychopath. You are the dipshit of the week.
This is the same man who last year, after a practice, said something about we're all going to die sometime. Like he is a known psychopath. The reporters so full disclosure on this one, they play a reporters only game and they get to play in the TD Garden every year. So that's what they were expecting. And Joe Mazzulla is like, oh no. The Boston sports writers, I want to piss these guys off before the season started. This was planned that way. He knows what he's doing. He fucking hates the media. It's so funny. He's a psychopath. It's great. They're going to have a terrible year, and the sports writers are going to rip him apart. He might get fired this year because they just are so banged up already, and they lost a couple other pieces. But oh man, that was really funny. The highlights are hilarious.
Not even going to play.
Right? Yeah, he's out for the year.
He's out for the year. Like, it's not going to happen. Tatum's done. You're looking at Jaylen Brown, and that's it. Like, God, you need these guys on your side this year because in the depleted East, it's still going to be a slog for Boston. And you had a chance to really get some goodwill, but no, you're just going to be a dick about the whole thing and piss everybody off. Good night.
No, but that is some king shit, though. Like,
yeah.
Nah, I'm just gonna go fucking walk these guys
court press for 12 minutes.
12 minutes. I'm fucking.
He went Arkansas 48 minutes of hell. Jesus.
The social media I post, I've seen from most of the sports writers in Boston, they had pretty good spirits about it. Like, most of the ones I saw, like there's a couple of females who were actually playing against all of these guys. There was a couple of women out there. They were like, yeah, that was me.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
I get that it's a dick move, but also what a fucking hero.
Fucking hilarious, man. I thought it was funny.
You guys don't like me. I don't like you. We're just going to take it to the court and I will beat your ass.
We both have egos. I only know one way of beating your ego, and that's with the one thing I've got, and that's basketball skill.
Good Christ. What a dumb thing. Anyway.
Sometime.
Final thoughts. Talk about the things. Pimp the stuff. MJ, what do you got?
Watch the Broncos game. At the same time as the Broncos game, watch the F1 race. At the same time as the F1 race, watch the NASCAR race. Good sports. Sunday. Yes.
I have a question.
Yes.
You're going to be at the Broncos game, right?
Yes, I do indeed have to record both races because I said that I would go to the Broncos game and forgot. I am recording.
That's what I was just thinking. It's like, how are you going to do that?
Yeah, you've only got one phone.
With my magical third eye, I'm going to watch 2 races in my brain. No, I'm recording them.
Okay, good. All right, Mark, what do you got?
Just hit 3 years of marriage yesterday to the lovely
Congratulations.
Duchess. Really good couple of years, 3 years, in fact, starting year 4. So yeah, it's a good time. Went to the Melting Pot, which is always a great decision. Really like that stuff. And I call it dinner by inches. I just invented that term the other night. That's basically what it is you're eating a million different inches of food. So instead of death by inches, it's dinner by inches. And it's delicious. Had some duck you know, a little tuna, some steak.
Did you drink the soup?
I did not drink the soup. I did tell Bobby the story on the way up there. It was like, so I don't know if I've ever told you this story about the time that Dipshit and I were there with her mother to the melting pot, and I was handed a different menu than you guys had.
It was the same menu. He was looking at the back page of it.
He started pointing out things on the front side of the menu on their side, and I looked and I didn't have the same things. And rather than turn over the menu or do anything else, I just stared out the window.
He put the menu down and looked out the fucking window. And then Mom was like, got it. And the guy walked away. And then she turned to the two of us and she was like, do you guys know what you want? And we were both like, I have no fucking clue what's happening.
I said, I have questions. And Michaela said, everything. But now I know what I'm doing there. So yeah, you don't drink the soup. That's not soup.
Soup is not for drinking.
Not
I
The
didn't
soup
realize
is not
that.
for drinking. Yes.
No, it is not. The Steelers just cut the lead to 3 points, so they're on the way back. Cincinnati can't stop anybody. Good God, Henderson Simon playing. Have a good weekend, everybody. But we have chats. I didn't even see the chats. Look at that.
He just
They
popped in.
hided them.
Oh, nice. Hi, Neil. Always watching us on Facebook this time. Thanks for joining us, buddy. Have a good weekend. It's going to be a fun weekend. Fall's in the air. Getting ready for our big fishing trip here in a couple of weeks. That's going to be a lot of fun. I'll have to get my picks in prior to me leaving on Wednesday, or a week from Wednesday. Make sure you check us out on all of our social channels. You can find My Brother's an Idiot. Just search on Facebook for that logo right there, and you'll see it. We put content up there from time to time. We also do some stuff on TikTok. You can find us on Twitch, TikTok, and Twitter at The Idiot Goons. You can find Mark's Twitch, TikTok, and Twitter at Poffle Time. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Pofflumpagus and on TikTok at King Goon Smoke. For the absent Muti, we love you, Muti.
Muti.
For the dipshit and the idiot, I'm the king. This has been My Brother's an Idiot. Make sure you take care of yourselves, take care of your families, and take care of each other. We'll see you next time.